from the all-time high. The bank Nifty obviously has a greater distance to travel, about 5% away from the all-time high. Jai Bala of Cash the Chaos is with us. Jai, thanks for joining in. So such a wobble in global markets, and then it's back to the bulls charging ahead. What have you made of the price action over the last couple of days, and where do we stand right now from a global market standpoint, and of course the Nifty itself?
Yeah, thanks, Suri. Good to be here. After a 4-week break, for me, the markets haven't developed as a reversal signature. It's still sporting a corrective look. So it does look like the markets are headed higher, barring some abrupt reversal in the next 3 sessions. But the markets continuing to look bullish in the global markets as well as the Nifty. And but there are some jarring data points which are not agreeing with the bullish outlook, which is the yen is continuing to likely to strengthen somewhere close to 127 in the medium term and 140 in the near term. So leave that aside, but we take each market on its own merit, and it does look like the drop, July-August drop, is a corrective down move, and further higher highs are due for the Indian markets as well as the global markets. Okay,
so you're still, expecting those kind of levels in the yen. That's interesting. Okay, let's see how that unfolds. But just within the Indian market, like I was just pointing out, that banks are still playing catch up. They're still not in step with the Nifty. Do you see that changing in terms of leadership right now in the market? What looks the most bullish to you?
Yeah, the Bank Nifty is a laggard to the Nifty, no doubt about it. And 51,950 on the banking index is an important resistance. And if that were to get taken out, we are looking at something like 54,000 to 55,000, the long-term resistance, which I've been pointing out for several months now. But the first stumbling block is 51,950. More than what is looking strong at this point, Reliance, again, another data point which is not agreeing with the bullish view. It's come down in 5 steps. And when a market moves down in 5 steps, it's normally part of a larger move. So we don't want to see Reliance get stopped at just under 3,100 or 3085. Likewise, we don't want to see the auto index drop below 24,400, much below 24,400. So these are the chinks in the bull's armor at the moment. But what is likely to be strong, I think it's FMCG and the pharma names which are likely to be strong, in my opinion. So that's what I'm keeping my focus.
Strong on FMCG and pharma. Just keep an eye on the markets, though. The Nifty Bank is fairly off the highs, almost 150 points from the time we started the show. The Nifty too, closing in on that 24,700 mark. It was comfortably above that mark when we started the show. So, the point is that at higher levels, maybe some bit of supply is seeping in our markets, specifically on the Nifty Bank itself, though we've seen some reduction from the highs on names like ICICI Bank, on, the likes of HDFC Bank, and the other index heavyweight, which is the Reliance that Jai was just speaking about. There you have it, ICICI Bank all but in the red right now. HDFC Bank too is hovering around the 50-day moving average of 1635 itself. Reliance currently off highs. Jai, you said that FMCG is a pack that you like. Is there any particular stock which you believe can outperform from here?
Yeah, I like Dabur at current levels, Mangalam. The stocks move from the post-election results low is looking like an incomplete move. So it needs one more high sequence at least. So I'm anticipating a level of somewhere close to 680 to 690. A stop of about 595 will make sense. And also from a pharma space, I like IOL chemicals and pharma. This has been a laggard since it hit 900. It's dropped somewhere close to 379 recently. This was my investment pick in 2018. It went from 110 to 898. And now it's looking like it's starting the next leg of the medium to long-term move. I have an objective close to about 530 for IOL chemicals, and a stop loss of about 379. But if it were to take out 535, it will be a start of a medium to long-term move that will take out the all-time high at 898. So watch out for it. 535 is a very important resistance. The current short-term objective is 530. So, if it were to exceed 535, hold on for the medium to long-term. And the third pick I have is REC. REC, again, looking very similar to Dabur. Incomplete move from the post-election low. The stop loss is about 560 and price objective close to 660.
Markets actually coming off a little bit, right? I mean, we're up 100 points, but from the highs of 24,734, this is now about a 60-odd point drop-off, which has happened. And I think a lot of it has come through. Actually, we pulled back very sharply since 320. So we were at about 24,705 at 320, and we're at about 24,676. So last 10 minutes has been sharp. Jay, a quick word on Mazgaon. From it's come off, right? Sharply. Where does it go from here?
Yeah, this was my pick in early June and July, and the stock still got higher highs to work with, but it stretched in the short term, and it was stretched in the short term, and that's the undoing that's happening. The supports comes at about 37.50. Probably from there, I'm anticipating a rally to resume somewhere close to 6,000. So still bullish on it, but nothing to act at current levels.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much, Jay, for joining in today. We just have about 30 seconds to go before the day